Now, I've been in the car for a bit, and I've been searching for the right words, the right tone to help people better understand, because I keep hearing, you know what, Angela, I'm exhausted. I'm done. I'm tired of chasing my tail. This stuff doesn't work. This whole law of attraction thing, law of assumption thing isn't working. I'm done. I've been hearing that, Now, why is it that 100 people can follow the same formula and 80% of them are successful with the formula and the other 20%, kind of, sort of, but not really? Well, it's not the formula. It's the person applying the formula. What does Neville tell you? Neville says, you are the operant power. How are you using the formula? You see, the thing is, what we like to do is we like to run and look for the magic button to push. We want to look for the quick and easy way. We want the formula, right? But we don't want to understand. It is in the understanding that you set yourself free and become successful in applying the formula and being the operant power. How do you do that? You first do that by recognizing what it is that you're feeling. And then you look at what law is it, right? What are you feeling? What law is it? You see, because the people who are successful sometimes may or may not know that they're using the law. And the thing about the law is impartial. It doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care if you know about its existence or not. It doesn't care. The law is there. You get in line with the law or be beat up by the law, because that's what it's going to feel like. Why is my life not working? I've been trying. The law doesn't work. You are the operant power, right? The law of opposition, aka polarity, does not mean against or anti or opposite from. That's not what it means. Opposition means two things that are the same, but they're facing each other. Love and hate, hot and cold, desperation, composure. They are exactly the same thing. They're just on different sides of the pole. That's it. That's what makes them opposite. Okay? So, know where you are. What are you feeling? Know where you are. Now, if you say things like, you know what? God damn it. This is taking too long. I've been doing this for 3 years and I still don't have what I want. That's desperation. I can't be happy without it. That's desperation. Now, call it what it is. Now, I'm not telling you you're desperate because I can tell you you're desperate. Because if I say, well, you're being desperate, how dare you tell me I'm desperate? You don't know how long I've been doing this. You don't know me. You don't know my life. You see, justification? Justification is a funny thing. Justification is the whip that we use to beat ourselves. That's what we do. We try and justify why we feel the way we feel. We try and justify why we want to give up. We want to try and justify, well, I'm not successful like he is. Neville Goddard says, if you're going to look at the success of someone, don't look at the thing they're successful with. Look at how they applied themselves mentally to be successful. That is what you look like. Don't be jealous of somebody. Don't want what they have or covet. Look at their mind. What did they do? They had a stronger mental fortitude. Why? I don't know. I don't know what life they had prior to being successful. I don't know. It's like the marathon runner. That glycogen is running out of their muscles. They are sweating and they are tired. They're about to hit the wall. And you know what happens? They start saying to themselves, come on. We got this. We got this. You're good. Breathe. And you know what they're doing? They're keeping themselves calm and neutral. Because you know when you start to panic, panic is an extreme. We think that because we are using an emotion, we're not using up energy physically. We are using energy physically when we fret, when we worry, when we become desperate. You can't see it, but your body burns those calories anyway. And this is why we feel exhausted. And when you're exhausted, you can't actually talk yourself from desperation to composure. Because the law of rhythm tells you in an extreme, desperation is extreme, composure is the other extreme. If you are moving in extremes, you're going to be using up your energy. You're using up your physical energy, right? So if you're using up your physical energy, you're going to get tired right there in desperation. And you're going to sit down and go, fuck it. This doesn't work. I'm too tired. I don't want to do this anymore. Because you don't have the strength to pick yourself up, to move. Because you've been using it to fight between desperation and composure. This is why we have that aphorism that says, everything in moderation. But we've been saying that for so many years and for so long, we don't know what it means anymore. Right? So, know where you are. Because when you know where you are, you know where you're being swung. You are the operant power. It all depends on you. If you say, I want this, well, Neville tells you it is already yours. That's neutral. It's already yours. But you know what? We don't want to wait. We don't want to wait. We rush. What I tell you yesterday, did I not say to slow down? Just slow down a little bit. Why? Conserve. Conserve your energy. Because when you conserve your energy, you're going to need it to talk yourself out of where you are to where you want to be. That's why it is important to understand why the formula works. But you see, there's no money in selling understanding, but there's money in selling a formula. Because if I can sell the formula 1,000,000 times, I'm going to be raking in the cash money. But you see, this is why people start programs and never finish them. Because they do not understand that it is their mental capacity, their mental fortitude. This is why not very many people are elite athletes. Because it takes a special kind of mind when that lactic acid starts to build up. When you're looking at your competition, it takes a special kind of mental fortitude to refocus and talk yourself out of fear into courage. Do you understand? That's the difference between the 20% who kind of sort of get what they want and the 80% who get what they want every single time, whether they do it wittingly or unwittingly. It is their mental fortitude. But, you see, justification, if you're going to sit here and say, how dare you? How dare you tell me I don't have the mental fortitude? Honey, everything is mental. The entire universe is mental. But because we want to be justified, we want to defend, we beat ourselves, we defeat ourselves before we get out the gate. Because, well, you can't say I'm not good enough. You can't say my mind isn't strong enough. I'm not saying your mind isn't strong enough. I'm saying develop your mental fortitude, which is your willpower, the way an elite athlete does. We think when we go to the gym, we exercise in our bodies. No, honey, you're exercising your mind, not your body. But because you can't see the mind, you see the body. You see the body. So the body looks good and snatched. It is only the mental fortitude that one must develop. So don't sit and say, I can't see my manifestation. Because you're in the marathon. Stay calm. Stay in the middle. Stay neutral. Because if you stay neutral, you will not deplete your energy and thereby fall to the ground in a faint where you don't want to be. Because nobody wants to be desperate. Nobody wants to be frustrated. We don't want that. But to get out of it, stop fighting. Breathe. Recognize where you are. Recognize where you want to be. And go to the middle. Crawl there. Be that elite athlete. And if you don't know what an elite athlete looks like, what is her name? Sakari Robinson? Usain Bolt? Michael Phelps? Flo Jo? Simone Biles? Look at how hard they train. I think Simone Biles says she trains in the gym 32 hours a week. We don't see the 32 hours that she trains. We see the 3 minutes she's on the balance beam. We see the 5 minutes she's on the floor exercise. And we see the 60 seconds that she's on the vault. Not even. It is the mental fortitude that one must develop. Now, I have preached enough today. Okay? Practice your mental fortitude. How do you do that? I told you how to do that. A singular focus. Do not give in to extremes of emotion. Stay neutral. Stay neutral. Stay neutral. Much love, folks.